on you and not ever get off you.
What do you mean by that?
What's good, YouTube? What's good, Sneaky Gang? Hope y'all staying strategically dangerous. Oh my goodness, I keep messing up. Hold on. Hope y'all staying dangerously sneaky, strategically sneaky, and yes, vigilantly sneaky. I just want to say this though. New subscribers, if you want to be addressed as Sneaky Gang, all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button, and then you're gonna become a Sneaky Gang member. But hey, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this real quick, man. Look, I just want to say this real quick. If y'all watched the live when I was doing with the Donald Trump thing, there was somebody in the comment sections saying a lot of stuff about the LGBT community and saying, like, you know, me and him going to come out together and get exposed. No. Look, I'm a straight man. Yes, I support y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. You know, I support y'all. I just don't swing that way. Now, Mr. Beast's friend, Chris Tyson, recently came out as, you know, I'll say TS. I'm not going to say, like gay or all that or stuff. Nah. He is truly being who he wants to be. And we cannot judge that. We have to just let it happen. Okay? Just let it happen. You know how they say, it's raining, but you're trying to put the sun out in the sky while it's raining? No. Just let it happen. If it wants to rain, if it wants to snow, if it wants to be windy, if it wants to shine, let it happen. Do not try to change it. Just let it happen.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket? You remember that fool in the wheelchair?
I know that might not be the same thing as what someone's doing for themselves, but no, just let it happen. We cannot judge the man because he decides that he wants to change over to another thing. To another, well, I wouldn't say thing. Just another, damn, this is hard to say. Y'all know what I mean, like the Q and LBT community. You know what I mean. But to see the title that when Chris Tyson comes out and people are mad, why y'all mad? It's not your life, it's his life. Let the man be. If he wants to do that, let him go ahead. Well, hold on. We'll get into this a little further. But before we do, for everybody that comes new to the channel and the Sneaky Gang members, like the video, comment down below. Also, share to whoever, family, friends, brothers, and sisters that you also think or feel is sneaky like you. And if you haven't, but you need to do so now, hit the bell. But let's get into it.
Chris Tyson came out as trans, and people aren't happy. Now, at this point, I'm sure you guys have probably heard of the Carl effect, where people have tried to blame Carl on Mr. Beast's, like, content being bad or something, and so they've cooked up this, like, wild, crazy conspiracy theory that, like, Carl's going around, he's just turning people gay, alright? He's turning the freaking frogs gay, and now, clearly, he's done the same to Chris. Now, Chris Tyson Tyson is just as much of Mr. Beast as Jimmy is. I mean, they have both been there, like, day one, making content together. They are best friends. And when Chris was younger, he used to make transphobic jokes in Mr. Beast's videos. And so I guess over the years, he's kind of racked up this reputation of being sort of an edgy guy. At least that's what I'm gathering from these TikToks. I never really personally got that impression, and so when Chris started, expressing himself a bit more, started painting his nails, dressing, a bit more femininely, he started getting a ton of hate, like hundreds of thousands of people harassing him. He had to leave the internet because that's how bad the harassment got. Now, after Chris left the internet, he was kind of silent for a while, and Carl and Dream, they would like meme on the whole Carl effect thing because it was just like ridiculous. It was this growing movement on TikTok, and they just kind of made a joke out of it. However, Chris would return to social media and he would reveal some more personal details about himself. The Carl effect, while it lasted, was funny to me because even though Carl's a great friend, y'all think he's my type? I'm into way taller than me. Rip.
Look, I understand, like, there's times where these, because, like, the times we're living in, yes, well, let me try to make this a little bit, make some more sense, because, people are going to be like, well, what you trying to say? No, so look, when I was coming up, we used to say gay means happy, so the times when Carl, that's in Mr. Beast's team, is doing those jokes, those were okay. I could see the Carl effect being in that time era, of me coming up, when people used to say, oh, are you gay? And they're saying that you're happy, But as of right now, the time era we live in, bro, you just need to stop, bro. Like, Carl, you just need to stop, bro. Like, it was funny back then, but now it's different. You need to move into that era. Whereas, if people want to be gay, or trans, let them. Just let them be. Don't try to control. Do not try to make fun of them. Because, look, Chris Tyson had to leave the whole internet just because people was being rude to him. Just because he wanted to do what he feels like is right for him. That's not fair to him, That's just not fair to him. Now, I'm not saying I would come out here and be like, oh, man, I switched my my gender because, other people. If I feel like that's right for me to do, then shoot, I would do that for me. Just the way Chris Tyson did it for himself. That's all I'm saying. But, shoot, let's just get back into the clip.
And quiet. Every time I had to see someone talk about me and Carl dating, I was like, oh, they just don't have any clue, LMAO. And he would then address the claims of he and his wife being divorced. For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated. We are finalizing things soon, but these things take time. We like to keep our personal lives private, which a lot of people don't understand because we share so much, but this is the only time I want to discuss it. And then in a post earlier today, he would pretty much come out as gender non-conforming. Informed consent HRT saved my life and many other.
Hold on, what is that? Hair transplants are gender affirming care. Breast implants are gender affirming care. Treating low testosterone. See, that's what I'm saying. If you're okay with that, Chris Tyson, go ahead. We're not gonna judge you. It's okay. You can do that.
Others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first-world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies. So, I mean, this right here is basically Chris coming out. Now, at the moment, I don't really, know, what Chris identifies as. I've seen other people saying that he doesn't really care, but, I mean, this just
And that's good. If he doesn't care, but he knows what he wants, then that's good. We'll just leave it to that.
confirms that, like, over the last few months, that while Chris was expressing himself a bit.
You know what I want to know? I want to know what Mr. Beast feels like, you know? Because you got Carl, you got Chris, and I know they got some other guy on the other side, but I want to know what Mr. Beast feels like, you know?
More being himself, living the way he wanted to, finally, after years of holding on to this, after dealing with this, instead of people showing support, instead of the fan base that he and Mr. Beast had grown together, instead of them being kind and accepting, instead they decided to harass the guy, to call him names, to insult him, which, might I add, can be extremely damaging to someone's mental health, especially when they are in the early stages of transitioning. I also just want to say, like, big ups to, like, Mr. Beast. It's like very clear. The guy is supportive of his best friend. And I know that's kind of like the bare minimum.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Why can't everybody just act like Mr. Beast, man? Just act like Mr. Beast, man. Just be supportive, man. No hate on the guy, bro. If the guy wants to go do what he wants to do, just leave him, bro. Just leave him. If the guy wants to change it to a girl, or just stay the same and just be gay, leave him. Let him do that. Let him do that. See, I respect Mr. Beast's call, bro. I respect it. I respect it. Support your friend, you know? You can't hate him. If that's what he wants to do, let him do that, you know?
But there's a lot of people who wouldn't do that, and it's just kind of cool to see Mr. Beast and Chris, like, stick together and continue to make content together, continue to be friends. Anyway, yet another tweet would go viral and insulting Chris. Chris from Mr. Beast's crew received backlash again for his feminine appearance. This is the second time this year he's received hate. Both times, fans have blamed Carl Jacobs for the feminization. Bro, WTF happened? And Chris would respond to this backlash and this hate by saying, HRT, and it's only been 2 months. F, the goofy mother effers, keep running your own stuff. Carl, thanks for being an inspiration to me and so many other people to be happy and comfortable being yourself. And I mean, just the replies to all these tweets are really not worth going over, because it's just some horrible, vile, hateful shit. Again, people are saying that Chris's kid is going to harm themselves. That
Bro, if you just said that that the comments are gonna be hateful and stuff, then don't share it. Why are you sharing it if it's gonna be hateful? Don't do that, bro. Don't do it. But like I said, if you want to be yourself, go ahead, be yourself. But I'm just saying, for the viewers and stuff, like, anybody out there that has not come out and wants to come out, go ahead, do it. We're not gonna judge you. Go ahead, you know?
That they feel bad for Chris's kid for some reason. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's just kind of sad, you know. It really is, and I'm glad that Chris has a supportive community, that he has friends that back him. To all these Mr. Beast fans that are hating on Chris, that are hating on Carl, these are Mr. Beast friends, like, they're homies behind the scenes, and you're just going out of your way attacking and hating them for what? You know, I thought that we were, you know, moving towards a time where someone could be their authentic selves and not face this ridicule.
But everybody needs to understand this, or understand this. We are living in the times of where things are changing. Not only that, the world is changing, communities are changing, people are changing, and not only that, if you try to do something that's not looked upon in the world's eyes as, oh, that's the norm, they're going to call you crazy. They're going to get on you and not ever get off you.
What do you mean by that?
About the things that you're trying to do or the things you're trying to change. They're just going to call you crazy. They're going to cyberbully you. And yes, they might come in front of your face and try to do stuff to you. I'm trying to tell everybody the way he's saying by, you know, I thought in today's society it's okay, you know, to just come out and just be yourself. No. A lot, bruh, I'm going to tell you right now. When I tell females to be themselves, they cannot. I mean, it's like there's some that can. There's some that can. I'm not going to say all of them. I'm going to say there's some that can, and there's most of them that can't. And what I mean by that is this. the society of the society's perspective of how females should act and how men should act puts everybody in a bubble of not being themselves. They decide that, oh, society has a perspective or has a way of life that we should follow. And if we don't follow that way and we go out in our own way to follow, it does not fit the norm. It does not fit the norm. Why is it that way? It should not be like that. I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate by saying, you should do this and you should do that. No, I'm saying this. If you want to do your own thing, go ahead and do your own thing. If that makes you comfortable and that makes you with enough confidence to do, go ahead and do it. Do not care about society's perspectives and say, oh, we can go out the norm. We're going out the norm of what society says we should do and what we should not do. No, screw all that. Screw all that.
Kill this hatred, but I guess not. I guess we're progressing backwards again, and it's sad to see. To those of you that for some reason hate trans people or hate queer people, I recommend you actually talk to a queer person. Regardless of whatever Chris's gender is, whatever his name is, whoever he decides to be, he's still Chris at the end of the day. He's still the person that we all grew up watching.
Facts.
He's still Mr. Beast's best friend. He's still Mr. Beast's first subscriber. He's just living true to himself now, being happier, being his true self. And there's nothing wrong with that. That, in fact, should be celebrated, not hated. And to the people who are hating on Chris, to a certain extent, I do feel bad for you, because that comes from a place of pain. And I know that because I was like that once. Chris was like that once. I think that's part of the reason that I, connect with him so much. I mean, a couple years ago, he was, canceled because all the old jokes and shit he made were brought up. And even back then, he mentioned his struggle with gender and how these jokes he'd made was kind of a way to cope with it. We live in a tough world where you're punished for being your true, authentic self. But that's not right. That's not how it should be. And instead of punishing people for living their truth, you should embrace whoever you truly are. And just let other people live their lives. Because I promise you, if you live a life of hatred, it's not a good life. It's not going to make you happy. Anyway, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel.
I still want to hear what Mr. Beast has to say though. I still want to hear it. I think that's the best way to even say it. I don't even know if that's really. What the hell? We're doing weird things, bro. Habits of Chris and influence on Chris, fact or fiction. Peace. That's right here.
Picture of Chris saying it's never too late to stop being your...
Hold on.
So guys, as we know, Chris Tyson has had a huge transformation and he's received mixed opinions. Well, Mr. Beast has received a ton of backlash for supporting Chris. So it started off with a picture of Chris saying it's never too late to stop being yourself, which YouTube responded saying you're glowing. And then Mr. Beast says common YouTube dub. Fans responded saying my family won't be watching Mr. Beast anymore. What a disgrace, unsubscribing. Unsubscribe Mr. Beast, just sad. Thank you Mr. Beast for some of the best videos on YouTube. One of your earliest subscribers. Mr. Beast L. I feel bad for Mr. Beast. I don't think he's comfortable with this new Chris, but he can't say anything about it or else he'll be cancelled. Now this last comment, I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. Look, regardless of if you're supportive of Chris or not, there is the truth that Jimmy will ultimately sacrifice his support of Chris for his channel. Jimmy has said time and time again that his YouTube channel is what he cares about most. So if Chris coming out affects his viewership, I guarantee the support won't last long. Jimmy will never sacrifice his channel, even for his friends. Now, what do you guys think about that last comment? What are your whole thoughts on the situation? Is this the end for Mr. Beast? Do let me know by commenting down below, please.
I don't think this is the end for Mr. Beast at all, A lot of people just don't realize certain stuff that they hear or see. You may think it might be the end. It might be a new beginning. He might excel up to even more. But all I gotta say is this: Chris Tyson, if you feel comfortable being the new person that you feel like is what's it called? I want to use the right words because I know a lot of people could be like, you saying wrong things out here. The new person. What you mean by that? It's him. It's him. Yes, it is him. But we have the other side that still hates on him even being the new person that he chooses to be. So I have to look at both sides, and I have to make it equal to a platform that could make sense to everybody. So if you choose to be that new person and love being that new person, then go ahead, man. It's no hate, it's all love, man. But I don't swing that way. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go ahead. To everybody out there that's new to the channel, Sneaky Gang, just truly be who you want to be. Don't act fake because you want to try to be fake, or stay real to yourself. That's basically what I'm saying. If you choose that you want to dive into a new thing, and you tell your homies and they don't agree with you, screw them. Go ahead, dive into that new thing that you want to do. What I'm saying is this: everybody has a choice in life that they want to do. If you are feeling like, oh, I cannot do that because these are what these people might think, screw them, bro. I know when people are going to go work at Walmart as a police officer, a lawyer, a doctor, they had those people telling them, oh man, do you think that job is a good job and stuff? And they still did it. Why? Because that's truly who you want to be. You think yourself when you're having these questions in your mind saying, oh, I'm going to want to be this and that, but, sorry. I'm going to want to be this and that, but my friend or my family says, oh, no, it's not the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Hold on. I had a phone call, but back to my main point. You're choosing that you want to be a different person. Go ahead and do that. So, to the new subscribers, subscribe to the video. I mean, not to the video, to the channel. What the heck am I talking about? So subscribe to the channel, Sneaky Gang, and new subscribers. Like the video. Comment down below what you feel or what you think of the video. And share to whoever, may be feeling the same backlash that they're getting just because they want to try something new or want to divert into something that they feel like is right for them. And if you haven't done so but you need to do so right now, hit the bell and it's your boy Sneakywesti or Sneakywesti, however you want to say it. I still appreciate both. I'll see y'all soon in the next reaction video or a prank or a social experiment. Hopefully, I'm trying to think of something to do while I'm on this PO, But I'll see y'all soon. Peace. It's crazy. We was dancing in the party, jumping like we knew from the Saudi. I'm gonna freestyle a little bit, man. Even though I ain't being shown.